short fasten seatbelt sign. As turbulence can happen anytime, we recommend you to keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Please take care when nobody in the overhead compartments in case anything falls out and causes injury. The consumption of your own alcohol will
And you see the Vitosha mountain. Today we are having a beautiful weather, nice and clear, sunny, probably, hopefully not. White National Park. In approximately 15 minutes we will get to the White Monastery. Many people ask me why the monastery is built so remotely in the mountains, so high in the mountains. This is the last small village that we just passed. It's not near, not interesting time in ancient history, and it all went well. Bulgarian state, and then the Bulgarian period of the Baltic city started.
El museo etnográfico.
There's still a lot of work to be carried out.
Beginning of the 20th century, when many people didn't have a bathroom at home, and the authorities decided to start promoting hygiene as an important virtue, so they built here the public bath. And many of those Roman woods were covered, and the local authorities